Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Siggy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound in this one, Reynaldo Lopez. How about a report on him, Chris?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Coming up on the first pitch, Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. The 0-1. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and looked smooth doing it.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Man at second. Runner goes again. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Next to hit, Ben Rice. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Out towards right center field. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Got a change up and a pretty good one too. Outside corner, but
runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw down and he's out, and that wasn't close.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
2 down, nobody on.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Oh, look at the stop to first. And very nicely done for the out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Luis Gil. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Very dominant his last time out. Picked up the win. Only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Next offering is foul back. In the air out to center. Grisham drops steps, heads back on it. Can't squeeze it. It bounces away. Around second now, going for 3.
screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity is off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
Ball, that's out.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here in Game 4 of the ALCS. And that one almost got him.
Taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And ball 4 to a board.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Ground ball could be 2. To the plate,
on the tag,
he's out.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
Two aboard with 1 out. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes the runner. Here comes the throw. He's safe. Here tie at 1.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. He'll touch them all. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 4-1.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
Jacob Wilson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
That one fouled off.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one. See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him. Out number 2. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. 3-run shot for the A's. It's now 4-1. 4th game of the ALCS. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. Into left center for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through.
Bellinger goes. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal.
Runner on the go again. In the dirt. Throw bounces in, and he's safe.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there, stealing third base, probably caught him off guard a little bit.
Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Wells in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. And he grounds one to the right side. Torres over to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 2 down, bases empty. And stepping in for New York, Ryan McMahon. Foul ball. McMahon getting to start at the hot corner in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he was a second-round pick back in 2013. Comes up empty.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. And that's the strikeout looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Athletics 4 and the Yankees 2. Bottom of the inning. Here is Gleyber Torres.
Second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
And there's a foul ball. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
That one in the dirt, and a count 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Right side. Jazz tosses to first and quickly one away in the second.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Foul ball there. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Foul tip, and he hangs on for strike 3.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Back to the top of the order. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. Ground ball right side. Chisholm throws to first, and that is that. Nothing doing there for the A's as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. 4th game of the ALCS. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. And a bunt towards third. He's safe. On with a bunt single.
Up next for the Yankees.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
First offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly.
He's in there. He's safe
as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
And it's second. Runner goes again. There's the ball.
Inside.
Throw bounces in, and he's safe.
That's in. Ball 2.
Pitch gets away. Tag, and he's out. out at the plate.
Man, that ball got far away from the catcher, but they still had time to throw out the runner trying to advance. Not pretty.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here is Aaron Judge. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Runner on the go. Safe at second, and that was not close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And now make it 4 stolen bases in the game for him. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
First baseman.
Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Minimal damage against him to this point. We'll see if the lineup forces him to make an adjustment.
The 1-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swung on, broken back grounder to third. Throw on to Olsen, and that's the inning. The Yanks lead 1. They trail it here, 4-2. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the A's designated hitter, Nick Kurtz.
He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. I mean, even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are that, hey, when he walks to the plate, this guy's an out. I know there have been some tough times, but I think each pitcher knows that, yeah, I could be the guy where he gets everything right and he hits it 500 feet.
No doubt. That clips the corner.
Nope,
Just
that's a ball.
missed. High fly ball down the left field line. Going back, Bellinger. Back some more. Out of here! He muscles that one out the opposite way. And they add on. It's 5-2. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luis Hill done for the night.
For the Yankees, number 31, Cam Schlittler.
Swings over the top of that one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. In there for strike 1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
He swings and fouls one off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Comes up empty.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Off the plate, ball one.
Especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Butler wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Man on second, 2 down. That one in triple digits. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Soderstrom around third. He'll score. It's 7-2. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got an RBI triple.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Gleyber Torres up next for the A's. Right through there for a strike. In the air to left center. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was start of the 4th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Eugenio Suarez. Not close with that one. Ball 1. This one smoked on its way out of here. Eugenio Suarez blasts one out. He's up to 3 home runs in the series, and they cut into the deficit. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
To the right side, and it's through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Up next for the Yankees.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And
Bellinger goes. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second, on a bounce, safe. Man at second. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Safe. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 2-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Got him. 1 down.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Wells in the box now. Take strike 1. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Bellinger is in to score. It's 7-4. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay throw. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. And a strike on the outside edge. That one fouled off. Up the middle, Caballero tosses to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
Ball one.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game. Nick Kurtz getting ready to hit. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero. Trying to bunt his way on. Grabs it barehanded. Fires to first.
He's out.
And that's a great play for the out. Drops one down in front of the plate. Over to first. Bunt attempt doesn't work. They get the out. 2 outs. Base is empty. So up next for New York, Aaron Judge.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That clips the corner. Judge, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. Off the mark there. And the count is 1-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
2 down, nobody on. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it is gone. An absolute smash to left. And they're chipping away. It's 7-5.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Going back, up against the wall, and brings it in. Solo shot from Aaron Judge for the Yanks. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, Brent Rooker. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
You know, these Athletics, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Ball.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Hey.
The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics.
Ball,
and
that's
they're aimed
inside.
at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
That is the inning. And 1-2. Back here in a close one. And a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Digging in, Eugenio Suarez. And a foul ball.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3.
And that should be extra bases. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Paul Blackburn.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first
Outside,
open
that's
if
a
he
ball.
needs to use it.
And the 1-0. That one is absolutely belted. Into the corner, but foul.
And, you know, it's always interesting to see how teams attack the first pitch. What's their plan of attack going to be? Well, for this offense in this game, they're not waiting around.
Man at second. There's a swing and a drive. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. A run scores. It's a 2-run game.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume, he's trying for third. Grisham in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Runner edges away at second. Runner on the go again. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. The 0-2.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
That one ripped right center field. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they tie it late here in Game 4.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now, Austin Wells. Tap foul at the plate. In the air to left center. Soderstrom on the move. He's got it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
Making a move at first. On the run for the Yankees. Duke Ellis getting some more speed on the bases. Runner on the go.
Hey!
Throw to second. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. Runner on the move again. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Olsen. 2 gone.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Justin Sterner. Go-ahead run on base. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. A bunt, and it's popped up.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Here goes the runner. Pitch
Nope,
inside.
that's inside.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 4 of the ALCS. Runner goes again.
Aye.
Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down. But he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
Man, that got him square in the mask.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
That's out.
Swinging a foul out of play. Swinging a bouncer. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Center fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Hey.
And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. High fly ball, right field. Judge has a beat on it. 2 down. Gleyber Torres up to hit. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much. Top of inning number 7. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
This one in the air, center field. Butler takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Ball 1.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Joe Jimenez getting ready to go. Leiter getting loose as well. Swings and misses. And the count even 1-1. Can't glove it cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Substitution being made at first, and here's the Yankees pinch runner, Otto Lopez. Runner on the move. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid.
Runner on the go again. Throw bounces, but he's out at third.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Brings it in, and that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. pitcher for the Yankees, Dennis Santana. Just missed. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The Yanks holding on to a 1-run lead late here in Game 4.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to Bellinger. 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Kurtz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Santana, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a cutter, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. On to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang, played. And Joe Jimenez on to pitch out of the pen here.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning. He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Up the middle. Not in time.
No,
he's safe.
Definitely a tough play, but he seems to have had a little trouble getting rid of it, and that made all the difference. With the speed running up the line, you got to be perfect, and right there, he just couldn't get it there in time.
Bellinger goes. Throw.
He's
safe.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite-level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw to third.
No.
Save. Squares and gets it down the left side. Picks it up with the bare hands. Tags there, and he's out at the plate. 1 out man at first. Austin Wells will hit next. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for 1 run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion.
Runner goes again. Throw bounces in, and he's safe. Pulls that one foul. 1 away with a runner at third here in Game 4 of the ALCS. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Going, gone. A two-run homer, and they tack on to their lead. It's 10-7.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely...
Pitching change here, Hogan Harris. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Yankees up by 3, and we're at the top of the 8th. Ripped on a line to center. That's out number 2. Two down, base is empty. And next for New York, Jose Caballero. Showing the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. Bunting for a hit and foul ball. Swings through him for the K. Had him out front for strike 3. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. It's now 10-7. This is the American League. And we're back. Let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides of this one.
Yeah, it seems like days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger.
Bellinger steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Shea Langoliers.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The Yankees leading by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 0-2 now. In the air, left field. Caballero moving under it. And there are 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Garrett Clevenger. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Two down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for the A's. 4th game of the ALCS. We go to the 9th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. On the ground to short, Wilson. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Runner takes off. Hey! Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And nobody's going to stop him on the bases today. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again.
No, that's
low. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And they still haven't found a way to slow him down on the bases. That's a strike. Judge thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. The count 2-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Oh, that misses out.
Outside. This one in the air, right field. Oh, he misses it. It drops. Here comes Jazz, and he scores. And they lead by 4.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop.
Now here is Otto Lopez. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Rooker takes it in for the out. 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Eugenio Suarez.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Squirts away from Langoliers. Judge into scored position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that's part of the risk when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt. Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got away enough. And that.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Fires to first in time.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt.
Jacob Lopez will take over here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Here comes the Judge around third, and he's out. Knocked down, and that ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in, Jacob Wilson. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, David Bednar.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here he go!
Checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. The 0-1. Out towards right center field. And makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. Pitch misses.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. On the ground to first. Bellinger takes it himself. The A's down to their final out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Nope. Ball 1.
They're down to their final strike. And the New York Yankees are once again American League champions.
Congratulations to the American League champions. These players have worked hard all season long, and their hard work has paid off. Now, off to the World Series. This team can't wait to get it started.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew, thank you for watching the American League Championship Series on MLB The Show. as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the New York Yankees. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Siggy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment.
And taking the ball for the Yankees, Will Warren. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Inside, almost got him. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that one is lifted in the air. One away. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Busch with a homer in his last game.
That's high. That's a ball.
Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
On the outside corner. Got him looking. Busch not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Base hit, left center field. And that extends the inning. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit.
That's down. That's a ball.
Left field, Bellinger in a full sprint, reaching for it and brings it in. One hit, one left. And now the Bombers back at Yankee Stadium. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Shota Imanaga. What do you have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Shota once again named pitcher of the month after a really excellent stretch. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball.
Boog, I got to tell you, the way he's pitched this year, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to get an arm workout polishing up a Cy Young award in the offseason. So fun to watch him operate out
That's
there.
a ball.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Going to count 1-2. On the ground.
That's a foul.
And it goes just foul. That one
That
just
missed. That's
misses.
a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pitch misses.
Ball.
3-2 now.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Payoff pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. Half on his horse. Hauls it in. 1 away.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a man aboard.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And that one fouled off. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Suzuki in position. And there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Number 22,
Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Judge around second. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double. Second and third now. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. High fly ball out towards left field. That's got a chance. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Going. A 3-run dinger. And they take the lead. It's 5-0.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Bellinger was running wild in his last game. A heap of stolen bases. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in Game 1 of the World Series. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Got him swinging. Yankees with a 3-run shot. It's now 3-0. You're watching the World Series on the show. Game 1 of the World Series. Second inning set to go. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. There's a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
High fly ball down the left field line. Going back to the warning track, makes the catch. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team.
Ball.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
Judge cutting across. 2 down.
Batting seventh. The
And now it's Dansby Swanson.
Right through there for a strike. These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game one. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the first sweeper we've seen today, and the batter made a mess of it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail. Back in New York, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. Wells with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. And the 0-1. Swings through that one. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Got him on the off-balance throw. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
0-1 down. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So up next, Jose Caballero. Drops one down in front of the plate. Not in time. That's a bunt single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
In the air to left center. Nice grab on the run. That's out number 2.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Runner on the move. Safe in second, and that was not close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces in, and he's safe.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far when you don't have a good thrower behind the plate. He's going to steal third almost standing up. That's a really good job of being aggressive by the base runner. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Now a check to third. Maybe thinking something's on. 2 outs and a runner at third here in game 1 of the World Series. Now he breaks his back, and that's the inning. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. This is the world. Back for more from the Bronx. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
That catches the corner. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
2 down, nobody on. And Ian swings through.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Cubs are down quietly. They trail it here. As we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Now there's a bullet down the line. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Now he'll turn for second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Man at second. Tapped softly on the ground. Horner on to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Brian Abreu preparing to come on if needed. Tayo also getting ready. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Bellinger up to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Hit in the air, left field. And that is that. Back in the Bronx. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Busch. On the ground right side, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second with nobody out.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of the World Series. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a...
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. The throw to third. Tag save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
1 on, nobody out. A run in. Top half of inning number 4.
Outside.
Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. If it stayed a little bit more on plane than
That's
what
high.
he was
Ball
anticipating.
4.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Hook.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
No, that's out.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that drops in for a strike. Runners on the corners, no outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nico Horner will come up to hit. To third, might be two. Slings to first in time. He's 0 for 1. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, ready to go, bottom 4. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. That's ripped. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. The 0-1.
Ball outside.
Fouled off left side. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The shortstop,
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Here comes the 0-1. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Makes the catch.
No.
One down. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play. Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. And he drops it down the third baseline. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Brian Abreu.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
And that one fouled off. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Gap shot, should score at least 2. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now here's Trent Grisham, 1 for 2. That one almost got him.
When you
That's
get
the
ahead in
ball.
the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Late on that fastball.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Man at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. This one in the air, center field for Armstrong. Under it. And that'll do it. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's 7-2. You're watching. Back at Yankee Stadium. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
The 0-2. Here's a high chopper, and that chance handled. Throws to first. 1 away here in the 5th. Right side, hard hit. Jazz tosses to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Ian Happ up to hit. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Jackknifes out of the way. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're at the top of the 5th. A little out front there as he swings through it.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. Cubs leave 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Back now in the Bronx. They put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
1 down. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. So he blasts one out the other way, and they add to their lead. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
One down. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
Here, what?
Here's your 1. Ground ball right side corner. Throw to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here comes Craig Counsell. Jamison Tyone gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Out there to center, Crow Armstrong under this one. And that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So digging in, Alex Bregman. And that one hammered. That's back there. That one is gone. A solo shot. And they cut into the deficit.
First pitch changeup didn't fool him in the slightest. He got the front foot down, and then he blasted it out of here. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
On the ground, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Now let's see if they can string something together and make it a little more interesting.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Foul ball. The 0-2 to the right side, and that one finds its way through. And out to a board.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Nico Horn.
And here comes the Yankees. Cam Schlittler comes on now,
and he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. To third, safe there. And I gotta think that'll be scored a pass ball.
Ball.
Just
That's
missed.
in. Ball.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here in game 1 of the World Series. Off balance feed, there's one. And a run scores on the double play.
Hey, they played the matchup right there. Worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Base is empty after the double play. Dansby Swanson stands in. That one fouled off. Swanson with some impressive production lately. That one in triple digits.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Ball.
That
No,
one
that's
misses, and it's 3-2.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
It wasn't easy,
Ball
but he
four,
earned that
take your
walk
base.
after a long at-bat.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swanson off of first with 2 away. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Goes down looking. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees lead this one 8-4. You're watching the World Series on the show. Game 1 of the World Series. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Hey!
And the 0-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Frozen with the heater at the knees. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to third.
Foul ball.
And that's just foul. The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
So
Ball
the batter
out.
now will be Trent Grisham. The 1-0. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch is in there, and it's 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Got him looking, and he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Top of inning number 7. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Miguel Amaya.
No. Ball.
He's
Nope,
just
ball.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but
Many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Two-0. Swing and a ball popped up. Rice. And there's one down.
Up next to the Cubs, the left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. And a foul ball. Outside corner, got him looking. Now he's challenging a called strike.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And it's going to stay a strike. So that removes their last challenge. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Bush, 1 for 3. A little bit low.
Nope, ball.
Ball 1.
Hey,
The Cubbies down by 4 here in the late stages of game 1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Cubs are down in order. They're unable to make a dent in it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The first baseman.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Hit in the air, center field. Pro Armstrong settles under this one. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter,
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. He's done some damage. Launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
And a big swing and a miss. Pulls that one foul. Here's the 0-2.
ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
In the air, right field. Suzuki on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That. Back here in New York, we're at the top of the 8th. Alex Bregman digs in now.
Hee-ha!
This one in the air, center field. Grisham moving under it. And there's one away.
Up next to the Cubs, the center fielder, number 4, Pete Pro Armstrong.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Cam Schlittler. New pitcher on here, Tim Hill.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic
Yeah.
bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. And gone. And they close the gap. It's 8-5.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business.
One down. Seiya Suzuki will hit next. Late on that fastball.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That misses. 1-2 to count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in.
Throws to first in time. That's out number 3. Cubs get one of the solo shot. It's now an 8-5 ball game. This is the World Series on the show. On to the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. Check swing, he held up. Ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Shelby Miller up and throwing. Valencia also throwing. In the air, center field. Bo Armstrong should have this one. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. That one ripped, but foul. Yankees up by 3 here in game 1 of the World Series. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Bunting for a hit. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
The back, number 13, second baseman,
This play could have gone either way, but he did barely beat the throw to the bag and gave himself just enough time with that good bunt towards third to get down the line for the knock.
So back to the top of the order. So up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Went down looking on.
Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses.
Outside, ball.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. And now making 4 stolen bases in the game for him.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down.
Over the first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. The Yanks lead 1. They're on top by 3. 8-5. Back at Yankee Stadium, and here comes Dansby Swanson. swings through that one for strike one. Bednar, one of the most dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and it's largely due to the swing and miss stuff. Brings it in, one away.
And he shortens the game. Those 3 outs, they seem like they go really quickly, and that's the type of guy you love to play behind if you're on defense.
Makes the catch for the second out. So they're down to their final out. And next is the designated hitter, Miguel Amaya. And you really think about the mentality, there's a little bit of intimidation factor that plays in too.
Yeah, a very commanding presence out there on the mound, and you can see the confidence just in his body language.
1 strike away from securing game 1. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. Gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on in this one.
This one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Like water, put daughter, might tell a joke, but I ain't gon' lie. On my lap like evil genius, jump out the changes, demon time. I'ma get it laid back like evil Steven. Don't need a reason to be on down. Stand on B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. Yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym, don't miss sex, switch on. They are not like them. Let me stay my pace. Sprint out the race, no chase. I pace, just came out the gate and we still gon' hate. Say fake, see, make me fake. Back outside, riding my whip and Rodeo Drive. Shorty, I step like Fredo Bank. Stay in your lane down 4 or 5. Be step like 4-5. Keep your cool, won't be no fight. I'm fresh like water, no daughter. Might tell a joke, but I ain't gon' lie. On my lap like evil genius, jump out the changes, demon time. I'ma get it laid back like evil Steven. Don't need a reason to be on down. Stand on B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. Yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym, don't miss, I switch on. They I'm not like them. Let me state my case. Sprint out the race, no chase. I pace, just came out the gate and he still gon' hate. Say fake till you make me fake. How you know what it take? You ain't been out the space, been out the mix for tryna hit it bad like big coat. See, I spell it out quick. Yo, my don't up the click. My dogs like pit finna raise no quit. This good as it get. Bring the hood to events. Still need tent on the whip. Don't run, don't trip by the. I ain't never pay rent on. Spend for the bread and it. Let's do it. The broad dumb thick and the feet go stupid. Like me, never too quick, too clever. I pray them streets gon' treat you better. Back outside, run my whip and Rodeo Drive. Shawty, I step like Fredo, man. Stay in your lane down 4 or 5. Bitch step like 4-5. Keep your cool, won't be no fight. I'm fresh like...
Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the New York Yankees. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding. And today's starting pitcher, Carlos Rodon. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
No,
recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One up, one down.
The third baseman, number 3.
It's lineup time, Singy. Here's what they have up their sleeve for game 2.
And there's extra pressure on this group after losing the opener. They'll do whatever it takes to avoid that dreaded 2-0 World Series deficit.
Ball.
Look for them to be aggressive, but they can't be reckless in this one. Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Jackknifes out of the way.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Now here is Seiya Suzuki.
Ball 1. That's outside.
Next over in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back for more from the Bronx. And on the hill for the Cubs, Justin Steele. What do you have on him, Chris? Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. This one in the air, center field. 1 away. It's lineup time, Singy. Here's what they have up their sleeve for game 2.
This group is feeling great after winning the opener, Boog. Keep the good vibes going today, and they could find themselves up 2-0.
Fouled off left side. Foul ball. And the 0-2. This one in the air, right field. And it's a foul ball. The 0-2. In the air to left center. Hat on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. And that one is lifted in the air. That is the inning. Game 2 of the World Series. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Michael Busch.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Here's the 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Nico Horner. Right through here for a strike.
Ball.
Rodon measures 6 feet 2 inches, 33 years old,
Yeah.
a former American League Cy Young Award winner. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. On the ground to first, and that's a foul ball. No score here in the second. swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Got him. Third out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in New York. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. That one fouled off.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
Got him. Now one away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Corner. He's there. He's got it. 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
On the ground to third. Can't field it cleanly. And that'll be an infield single with no time to recover. 2 outs, runner at first. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you still face it.
Runner on the go again. Pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the third out. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Crow Armstrong matched a homer in his last game. Started after it. Appeal to third. And yes, he offered at it. There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Right to start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Just missed. Fastball for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Top of the third, no score. Sets him down on strikes. Strikeout number 8. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. In Happ up to hit.
0-1.
Happ working through some struggles lately.
Ball in.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the inning, Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And down on strikes. And there's one away.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate. And this lineup has no choice but to make an adjustment in the second half of this game. They have to try something different if they want different results.
That one lifted to left. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Fly to left his first time. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. That is the inning. On to the fourth, still scoring. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's Alex Bregman. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
To third, and that chance handled. Gets it to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And that's in there at the knees.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That's a ball.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Makes the catch for the second out.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Bush in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the World Series. Strike 2. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings.
Batter tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second, just in time to get the out and end the inning.
Back in the Bronx, bottom of the fourth, Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Foul ball there. Now the 0-1. Ground ball, left side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Grisham.
Oh, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Judge on the run. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Here's a 1-1. Out towards right center field. Bo Armstrong settles under this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ben Rice will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. Now a pop-up on the infield. Swanson makes the call and the grab.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, hitting up.
Drops one down in front of the plate. And it goes just foul. Trying to bunt his way on. And foul ball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like. But you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2.
Ball, that's out.
The Yankees looking to strike first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Up and in, and it's 2-2. Pitch gets away. Runner stays put at third. And a payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Reached on an infield single his first time. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
You know, Booth, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two on, 2 outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. In the air to left center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Judge scores. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 1 run. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Grisham going back on this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Corner. Batting with 1 down. Takes a strike.
Nope.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Popped in the air, left field, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the World Series. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. He continues to roll. Game 2 of the World Series. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Happ in position. Takes it in for the out. Splits the plate. Strike 1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
On to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And down to shortstop, Jose Caballero. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Grounds 1 to short. In time to Bush, and the Yanks go quietly. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. That one's in there. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been.
Foul tip, strike 3.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Down. So the lineup flips over, and up next for Chicago, Ian Happ. He was late there. Strike 1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take it off that day.
2 down, nobody on. Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next offering is foul back. Oh, 2 now. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Not a whole lot of damage against him yet, and he may just keep this approach.
Suzuki takes it in for the out. 2 down. So up next for New York, Trent Grisham. Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Got an order, go to Yankees. Back here in New York, top of inning number 7. Now it's Alex Bregman. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Looking to get the tying run on base. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
On the ground, and that's just foul. The 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. Out number 2. Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutouts. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The first baseman.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here comes Craig Counsell. Daniel Palencia gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So a change being made at first base. On to run for the Yankees. Duke Ellis getting some more speed on the bases. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Pitch misses. Throw. Save. The 1-0. Runner goes again. Strike in there. Throw bounces in, and he's safe.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far. When you don't have a good thrower behind the plate, he's going to steal third almost standing up. That's a really good job of being aggressive by the base runner.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to...
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Now here is Otto Lopez. And he drops it down the third baseline. Scoops it up barehanded to first and beats it. Everyone's safe. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Close, but call the ball. Ball 1. The Yanks trying to break this one open here in the late stages of game 2. And a big swing and a miss. Palencia, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Fights that one away, still 1-2. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, and And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And that one popped in the air, left field. That is the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back at Yankee Stadium, and the batter will be the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. So they bring on the veteran, Tyler Rogers.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
One down.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Nico Holmes.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Out towards right center field, and it falls. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. To second, but way too late, safe there.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
That takes the corner. Kelly wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. The Cubbies with the tying run at the plate here in Game 2 of the World Series. Swing, and he popped it up. Caballero under it. And there are 2 down. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Late swing, foul to the left. The tying run at the plate. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball still 0-2. Stays alive. Tying run at the plate. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at second.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one missing inside. In the air to left center. Grisham on the move to the gap. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Back now in the Bronx, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero. Bunting for a hit. Picks it up with a bare hand, and he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. First offering, runner goes.
Outside, that's the ball.
Throw to second, out of bounds, safe.
Here's what I think think the manager's thinking right now? Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
And the 1-0.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Check swing, and he went. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runner goes again. Pitches low. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. 2-2 now. Ripped on a line to center. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. To the plate.
He's in there.
3-0.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Judge, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Palencia in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Fights it off, he'll see another.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And the 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Daniel Palencia done for the night. It's a 3-run. Shelby Miller gets the ball now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that one is lifted in the air. Suzuki under it. And that is that. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. Yankees out front, 3-0. Last chance coming up for the Cubbies. You're watching the World Series on the show. Game 2 of the World Series. We go to the 9th. Matt Shaw now at the plate. That one pushed foul. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Outside.
Nope, outside.
And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tyler Rogers won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm. This one in the air, center field. Grisham drifts towards it, and there's two away.
Up next to the Cubs, the third
One out left for the Cubs. Alex Bregman, the next Cub to hit.
Hey!
They're down to the final strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there, and
Got it. That's the ball game.
great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at bats. This was a fun one to watch.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I need you and your friends to show up at 10. We leave in the Benz truck. Uber Lux and some we rolled up. I know you when the night is peak. When you relax and dance with me.